Hey guys! I hope this video finds you well and in a good situation. I just wanted to upload a quick video specifically just about uploading to our e-learning platform. So now we're going to be presenting everything in the discussions all online. And I think it'll be easiest to kind of encourage you guys to save things as PDFs. That'll be the easiest way for you to attach a document or a series of documents to your posts, your discussion posts, okay? So I am going to turn the camera around and talk about how to save as a PDF in Illustrator and in Photoshop. I am in Illustrator and all of these flats are on different layers right now. Everything's on different layers, and sometimes when you're saving as a PDF, layers can get kind of mixed up, and particularly if I wanted to export without the background, without my template layer, I should not only just turn that off, but I should delete it, because one of my main problems when uploading to when saving PDFs is that sometimes when you like upload them to the internet or to the e-learning platform, then this layer will show up for the viewer, or other hidden layers. Like I should probably delete this one as well. So I'm going to select both those layers and throw them away. And I don't have to save this Illustrator file, right? We're going to save it as a PDF, which is a different file type, and that won't save over our Illustrator file. So we aren't messing anything up. We can just close it afterwards. I'm also going to select all the layers and merge them onto one layer. And sometimes it seems to handle things better this way, or it's what has been recommended to me to do. So I wanted to take a second before I save it as a PDF to talk about the different types of color. So if we select all the artwork on the page, I just hit Control A to select everything, or you can go to Select All. So if we go to Edit Colors, we could choose to convert to CMYK, or if we were working in CMYK, we could choose to convert to RGB. So I think a general rule of thumb is that CMYK is better for printing. So I do want to save in RGB, which is better for web, because we're only going to be uploading to the web from now on. But if we were back at school, we might choose to convert it to CMYK to get good color matching when we're printing, or better color matching. So what does that mean? Really quick, I have the CMYK colors over here: cyan, yellow, magenta, and black. And the RGB colors over here: red, green, blue, and white. And this is just like how the computer interprets displaying the colors. To save as a PDF, we're going to go to File, Save As, and we're going to choose Adobe PDF. And Adobe PDFs save a certain amount of layers and information, but because we put it all in one page, I've heard, or all on one layer in our layers panel, I've heard that that will help kind of compress things. So obviously I want all of the artboards in this situation, but you could also choose a range of artboards. Adobe PDFs automatically use artboards, and they automatically join your artboards into one file, which is handy. In a minute we're also going to talk about how to add images to a PDF in case you don't have all of the files in one nice document. So I am going to hit save, and we'll call this example. And panel pops up. In default, everything's probably fine here. We could choose to compress the images more, which would lower the file size. It's probably automatically saving the images at 300 pixels per inch. And honestly, if we are not printing, you could choose to lower lower the PPI, or the pixels per inch. But let's leave it default for now. And we can, if we know we aren't going to open this again using Illustrator, which is it's part of why like putting everything on one layer and deleting your extra layers is good, because sometimes it will try to keep all of those layers, especially if you have this checked. It'll be basically like saving an Illustrator file, so things can get large fast with like extra layers there that shouldn't even be showing up. You could even check optimize PDF for fast web view, and I am going to have it just open the PDF right up so I can see it, and that's for my convenience. Yeah, I think we're ready to hit save. You can always check all the other documents. So it's just warning me that unchecking preserve Illustrator editing capabilities like limits some features if I were to open this again in Illustrator, but we are also saving the Illustrator file, or rather I'm not going to save any of the changes I've made so that it's preserved with all of its different handy layers for me. So I'm going to hit OK. So hopefully Acrobat will launch here. I am going to let it save and switch over to Photoshop, save a file in Photoshop, and add that file to your to the PDF to submit as one file. So this is the Illustrator file, and I can scroll through and show you all of those pages. I have opened up Photoshop and I've opened up my mood board from the collection, and I'm going to add that to the existing PDF, but first I'm going to save it. So it is nice, especially if I was going to try to save as a PDF. Yeah. PDFs can preserve layers. So if I am going to save as a PDF, it's nice to put everything all on one layer. So again, I'm going to select all the layers and choose to merge the layers. So again, I'm going to the little menu option in the layers panel and choosing merge layers. And now they're all on one, and I'll trash the background since it's not visible. And we are going to go to File, Save As, and choose Photoshop PDF. So let's hit Save, and I'm just going to try to save it somewhere I will remember it. And we've put it all on one layer, so there wouldn't be many Photoshop editing capabilities to preserve, honestly, because they're all one set of pixels now. There's nothing preserved like behind this shoulder. There's this image. Those pixels do not exist anymore. Once you merge a layer, they're all one set of pixels. So I'm going to just uncheck that for now. And again, we could lower the compression to a lower PPI, but it's not a big deal. And I'm going to choose Save PDF. So we are going to add that to this file through Adobe Acrobat Pro DC. Hopefully this is available to you through the Adobe Creative Cloud. It's a really handy program for editing PDFs. So we are going to come over to the right here, and my favorite way to add pages is to go to Organize Pages. And if we needed to here, we could adjust the order that the pages appeared in, but that's not super necessary. And I'm going to choose Insert from File. So then we can find our mood board, also saved as a PDF, and we can hit OK. We can tell it exactly where we want it to go before the first page. And there it is. Adobe Acrobat Pro, it makes it really easy to combine things into one file. I could also have made a page for this in Illustrator or whatever, made an artboard for it, right? But I think it's easy enough to combine files with Adobe Acrobat. So let's hit close, and this is what it looks like now. And this page is a different format than these, but it can handle that. And I think it's fine for its purpose. And we can just choose File, Save As, and save it wherever. Right? And if the file is too big, you can also reduce the file size in Adobe Acrobat Pro. So File, Reduce File Size. And you have to save it again. Just replacing the file I just saved with the reduced file size. And that can take a while sometimes for it to save that. You can also add JPEGs and other images to PDFs using the same process, right? We can choose Organize Pages, Insert from File, and these are PNGs that I have saved, but I can choose to add those. after the last page. So you can add PNGs, PDFs, most image files. So even if I saved from Photoshop as a JPEG, I would be able to add those here, and also reorganize pages here, and then close and save, and we would be able to add those. So, all right, I am going to switch topics here. So now we're going to talk about how to kind of post and submit your projects on Moodle. So we're going to go to class 9, first online class here, and I'm going to post an example discussion. So I'm going to click class 9 discussion, and I guess I already made an example, and someone, I think I replied to myself, but we'll make a new one. So I'm going to choose add a new discussion and say my clients project. And we are going to say this was really fun. And if you want to give us any other information in there, that's fine. And then we're going to choose the file, and I put it on my desktop. So that is the example that we just made. God, I accidentally removed it somehow, but there it is attached now. And let's try clicking on Use Advanced Editor. We could definitely hit Submit now, and that would be great. So in the Advanced Editor, this is where you would be able to add bold words. Seems like the file is no longer attached, but that's not the end of the world. We can drag and drop the file in. We can also, in the Advanced Editor, we can insert images into our post instead of attaching them. I still think that adding the PDF down here, or with adding the PDF, is probably the most efficient way to do it, but you could choose to insert a file, insert an image, I mean. This is just an image that is on my forum, or on my folder, so it's not the best one. If it's not selected, if you right click on it or just click on it, the handles will show up. I think right click, and you can drag it smaller, or you can right click and choose Insert/Edit Image, and we can say we only want this to be 300 pixels wide, and hit update. And of course it didn't keep the proportions. This is also where we can add hyperlinks. So if I wanted to link to another video, maybe you've uploaded an explanation video onto YouTube, or I believe there's a way to do it more privately through Moodle Media, but you can also make a private link on YouTube. I can paste a hyperlink in here. I could also say, click here to watch my video. And then instead of having this hyperlink, I can highlight the text that I want to be the link and link it that way. So I am going to hit post, and let's click on it and view it. And here we do have, interesting, an embedded video, which was not what I was expecting it to look like. It does not it does not anywhere say click here to view my video. But down here at the bottom, probably the most important part is here's the PDF. And we can click on that and it automatically downloads. And when I click on it, it automatically opens up in Chrome because I'm using Chrome. And we can scroll through and view these guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully this makes sense. What we would then do is reply to, I think I said at least four of your peers. It would be great if you guys commented on as many as you could to really keep up the spirit of the class. But you could say, wow, looks great. And I have given you, we'll post that. Yours should probably be more substantial comments. I have given you some question prompts which you could respond to in order to kind of feed the discussion. You MassArt students should know how to do this already, but you're also going to submit your progress to the assignment that was assigned last class. So our last class was way back on March 5th, class 7. So I'm going to click on the assignment project and submit. First, let me turn on my student view. With my student view on, I will see what you guys see. So when we click on the assignment, and it does say it's due March 26th, and it says that again when I click on it here in case I've ever forgotten to add the due date to the assignment. We can hit add submission, and I think the easiest thing to do is drag and drop the file there. So there we go. And we can choose save changes. And if I want to, I can add a comment to me. And that's that. If I want to, I can remove my submission, or I can choose edit submission, and I can add more documents. For UMass students, posting on the discussion board is going to look like this. You're going to go to week 8, our first online class. You're going to submit each week both to the assignment and to the discussion board. So go to attach files, and actually you can click browse my computer, or you can drag and drop a file in there. You can add a comment for me if you'd like, and hit submit. I'm not sure it actually allows me to submit because I'm not a student, I wonder. So we're also going to go to the discussion board, and we're going to choose Create Thread. And yours might look like this at first, with these limited options up here, and that'll get you through, but there are more options available if you expand. So we can say discussion, and you will be posting your repeating patterns in illustration. You will be, and I'm going to also say that this is example. Then I can say this is great. Hope everyone is safe. We can bold or italicize if we want. We could make headings. We can adjust the formatting all over the place. We can also embed YouTube videos. Can't believe it wants me to sign in. Seems very odd. We can always just post a link to the YouTube video, or I think I've had more success going to this little button and choosing YouTube video. You can also upload videos using Kaltura Media. So let's talk about Kaltura Media really quick. If I were to go to my courses dashboard, I can scroll down and I should see Kaltura Video, and I can click on My Media. And then if I want to make a webcam recording or a screen cap recording, I can choose Add New. And if I want to record my desktop, I can choose Kaltura Capture, or we can choose Express Capture. Or if you have a video that you've taken on your cell phone, you can choose Media Upload, and you can upload any video to Kaltura Media. And this is like a more private way of uploading video. It doesn't have to be on YouTube. And it's probably the most reliable way to post media in Blackboard, actually. So if you choose Kaltura Capture, it's going to prompt you to download some software. So you can download for Windows or Mac, and it's a great built-in way for you to capture your desktop, which I am already doing with different software. So that's a great option, and then in your thread you can choose to embed it by going to Mashups, Kaltura Media, and it will show all of the things you have uploaded. So I can then attach any PDF. It's probably easiest to attach a group of images through a PDF than try to embed a group of images into the blog post. So I can navigate to the file we made earlier, and that should attach just fine. If there are like stray images that I want to put in the blog post, or I don't know, funny memes, you can choose Insert/Edit Image, and find some image, anything you want, and you could embed images that way. So that is an option, but I'm going to hit submit. So once it has submitted, you should be able to see your discussion in the forum. If you aren't the first discussion, then you will see everyone else's discussion too. And what you can do is click into them, read what they have to say, take a look at the PDFs they've attached, scroll through them. Sometimes I do have to open them in Acrobat, or I have to I think it's odd that there's only one page here, but if we chose open in Acrobat, it would probably, we would be able to see all of the pages. That's interesting. Yeah, we can click on download up here and download it. And open it up in Adobe Acrobat. Yes, there it is. And it does have all the pages in Adobe Acrobat. So we can hit reply after we've read what they've put there and like watch their videos, and you can say, hey, this is great. And I have on the discussion board oops, let's look at week 8's description, I guess. The week 8 discussion board. I will post some prompts on like how you could respond, because they should probably be a little bit more in depth than the hey, that's great I have posted here. You can say this repeating pattern is beautiful. I think it would be interesting to see in other colors. And hit submit. So look for those prompts from me in the coming weeks, but for this week we're just getting used to it. Anything you post is fine. Let me know if you have trouble with any of this, and hopefully this is all making sense going to school online. And I hope you guys are safe out there. Bye.